Hey lab, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Mal and we are doing a ColorCL contact review. I'm so excited for this because they just launched a bunch of new contacts on their website. Honestly, I was shocked because some of the colors I thought I was really gonna love, I ended up not liking, and vice versa. I do have a favorite though, and I'm actually wearing them right now, so let's get into this video. When it comes to color contacts, I have tried hundreds, but ColorCL is one of my favorite brands because they are so comfortable and so affordable. It's honestly shocking. I mean, you can literally get 6 months of wear for $20. Like, that's insane. So I have so many that I love from ColorCL. They have so many dupes for beautiful high-end contacts on the market, and all of these new ones look really gorgeous online. So let's go ahead and get into trying them on. If you want to get a discount even further than these already very affordable lenses, just use my discount code. It's malrie. You can use it at checkout and it will save you 10% off your entire purchase. And when you use my code, it actually helps me and my channel, and it also helps when you use my links in the description bar. So I really appreciate when you do that. Thank you so much in advance. If I'm not mistaken, I have most of the new collection. This is all Siesta Ultra Moist. They have a few different collections, but the Siesta Ultra Moist is one of my faves because they are very moist. They're very comfortable, and the colors that I have to try are Elkwood, Dolce, Gravity, along with Pacific Breeze, Humboldt, Alpine, and Antigua. I do also have two more here in Melanie and Mount Whitney, but these ones I'm not going to include in this video. I'm going to post them in my YouTube shorts, so they should be up when this video is up. So if you want to see these two, go check out my YouTube shorts. Let's start out with Elkwood. This color I was really honestly surprised by because I thought I was going to be obsessed with them, but when you see these clips, you'll see why I was not blown away. Honestly, these looked so different from how they did in the website. Online, I thought they were going to be kind of similar to like a Rio Bezios natural colors from Solotica. I wanted them to be like a deep forest green with a limble ring, but they almost appear more of a grayish tone on me, and I felt like the detailing in these was not as natural as I really wanted them to be. Let's get a little closer and take a better look at these. I would describe these as a fossil gray tone with a strong limble ring that's kind of almost bleeding into the color of the contact lens. The limble is a lot stronger than I would like it to be. Several of these new launch shades have a pattern on the lens where a section of it is a little bit brighter than the rest. If you've ever tried the Olens Glowy collection, it's very similar to that. I don't necessarily love that pattern in lenses, but it can work. The diameter of Elkwood is 14.2 millimeters and the base curve is 8.6, which seems pretty standard for this whole collection. They're all that size and base curve. Let's move on to Dolce. This is another one that totally surprised me. It looks nothing like the images, but here's the thing. The images give the appearance that it's going to be this cool tone, kind of muted brown. And anything that has a cool tone, if you have warm undertones in your eyes, in your skin, it is going to pull so gray. So that's kind of why this is looking like a stone gray on me. It has that same limble ring detail. I take no issue with the actual color of this lens. I think the stone gray is a really pretty flattering tone, but I just am not a fan of the overall construction of this particular lens in combination with this color. I think it's just kind of meh. It's not something I would reach for. It's not something I would wear again. And again, it has that kind of like glowy pattern where one part of the contact looks just a touch brighter than the rest. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling these. The next color I have to try is called Gravity, and it actually has a small ring with a greenish tone and then more of a very light grayish blue shade. However, when they're in my eyes, they again turn gray. I would describe these as kind of like a steel gray, and they have a bluish undertone. They're kind of pretty, but I just am not a fan of the overall construction of this particular contact. I wouldn't say that it looks that natural. I think, you can see up close, it does look like there's a lens in my eye. It isn't giving a realistic approach, and that's why they're not my favorite. But this is really just my preference, so this might be something. One that I actually really was surprised by and kind of shocked to love was Pacific Breeze. These have a beautiful blue tone, and they're very bold, but I don't know, I kind of like them. Part of me wanted to really like this Pacific Breeze lens because the color is actually stunning. I think, again, the limble ring is just not my personal preference, but the shade of these is a really gorgeous blue. This has a gray blue tone, and I would kind of describe this as a storm cloud gray. Like, they're very beautiful. The color is lovely. I just am personally not a preference of this limbo ring. I don't want to keep saying it, but this style of contact just looks a little artificial to me, and so that's why they're not my preference. You can see in these close-ups that there is a section with that lighter kind of crescent on one side. Overall, the detailing in some of these is really unique when it comes to the limbo ring effect. It's not my favorite limbo ring. I think it's a little bit bolder than I usually go for, but it does work in some of these colors. Let me know what you think. Like, are you a limbo ring person, or do you prefer no limbo ring? I'm going to show you another one that actually has no limbo ring. It's called Humbolt, and these finally I've found one that I actually love from this collection. This is a very subtle, almost like an accenting contact. So if you just want something to give your eyes a little twinkle or pop, I think these could be really beautiful. You can see that they neutralize my eye color, so my eyes are naturally really warm, and these are giving a cooler kind of chocolate brown effect. I would say that they have a tan accent in them, and the color is actually hanging out around the outer ring of the lens, leaving a lot of space for your natural eye color to shine through near that pupil. I love these. I think they're so beautiful, and I think they're just a really nice way to highlight your natural eye color if you just want something a little different and very neutral tone. They're really, really subtle, but let's move on to another that's a lot brighter. Something else that I just realized is that these ColorCL contacts have 45% water content. Now, most contacts are around the 30% mark, so 45% is quite a lot, and that does make a huge difference in comfort. So definitely check out the water content when you're looking at contact lenses. It can make all the difference when it comes to how comfortable they feel. Let's move on to the next one, because I really liked these Humboldt ones, but I feel like Alpine kind of surprised me. Alpine is a lot more vivid and bright. We're going back into this bluish gray category with these ones, and that same contact construction with a strong, intense limbo. Out of all of the lenses that have this limbo ring effect, I think these would probably be my favorite from the collection. The denim blue shade of this lens is really flattering with my darker features. I think they pop in a gorgeous way. And yeah, these are one that I actually kind of like, but you know, I'm so iffy when it comes to blue that I still am not sure if I could see myself wearing these. I'm really curious why a lot of brands are doing this like highlighted effect in lenses all of a sudden. Now, comparing Alpine to this next one in Antigua. Antigua is such a good name for these because Antigua is such a pretty bluey, greeny, sea water kind of color. It kind of would remind me of like what the water in Antigua would look like. Antigua, Jamaica. I definitely want to go on vacation. But these are gorgeous, and they're actually the color that I'm wearing right now. I took a bunch of pictures wearing these because I was feeling myself. You know that I'm feeling good in contact lenses when I start taking pictures amidst filming. But this color was so pretty. Again, it had no limbo ring. These are my favorite style of contacts usually, and I love how they look. They are very natural. I'm always the first one to say that blue contacts don't look that natural on me, but there's plenty of you that have been correcting me in the comment section because Black people can have blue eyes. So hey, if I were to have blue eyes, I think I would want them to be this color because it's so pretty. Something interesting that I noticed about this shade in Antigua is that they have that iris-like pattern, and this is something that I've talked about on my channel a little bit before because I've noticed a lot of brands doing this lately. All of their new collections that come out have this iris-like pattern. Maybe it's a new technology in the contacts. I don't know what it is, but every brand is doing it. It's not my preference, but I guess it's kind of growing on me. I don't know. I personally prefer when they don't have this, but I think I can still deal with it and kind of be okay with it in this particular shade. I would prefer if it wasn't there, though, to be completely honest. If I had to choose, I definitely feel like this shade in Humboldt was one of my absolute faves from the haul. I think they're so subtle, so natural, and they give a gorgeous little something, like a pop to the eyes. And the other that I loved was Antigua. This is a beautiful sea blue, and I feel like it's almost giving that halo effect where there's no limbo ring, but it looks like it because of the natural outline of your eye color. I'd love to know what you guys think of the Siesta Ultra Moist collection. These new launches had some that I really enjoyed, and I just can't get over the price of ColorCL lenses. Don't forget to use my discount code and my links in the description, and I hope this video helped. Bye. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.